She sees another girl glowing, another success story, another body transformation, another perfect life. And suddenly, her joy starts to shrink, her confidence starts to crumble, her worth feels small, not because she's not enough, but because comparison whispered, "You should be more." If you've ever looked at someone else's life and felt like yours wasn't good enough, you're not alone. But here's the truth you've been waiting to hear. You were never meant to compete. You were meant to rise. This is She Rules. Let's talk about how to stop comparing yourself, for good, and start living your own extraordinary story. We don't compare because we're weak. We compare because we've been conditioned to measure our worth against others, from grades to bodies to timelines. We've been taught that success is a ladder, and only one woman can be at the top. But here's the truth. Life isn't a ladder, it's a garden, and every flower blooms at a different time. When you compare, you forget your roots, you forget your season, you forget that what's growing underneath is just as powerful as what's already in bloom. Social media has become a stage for perfection. Filtered smiles, curated vacations, fake candid moments. But behind every perfect photo, there's a story you don't see. The tears, the self-doubt, the sleepless nights, the insecurity hiding behind the makeup. You're comparing your reality to someone else's highlight reel. That's like judging your worth by a movie trailer. You're so much more than a single scene. You weren't meant to copy someone else's path. Your timing is not their timing. Your lessons are not their lessons. When you stop looking sideways and start looking inward, you begin to see the beauty in your own road. There's a reason your story is unfolding this way. There are gifts being planted in your struggle, wisdom growing in your silence, and strength being forged in your waiting. You are not behind. You are right on time for your life. Here's the secret to healing comparison. You can celebrate her without questioning you. Another woman's beauty doesn't steal yours. Another woman's success doesn't erase your potential. Another woman's love story doesn't mean you'll be alone. Her light doesn't dim yours. In fact, when women rise together, we glow brighter. You don't need to compete. You need to connect. Jealousy isn't evil, it's a compass. When you feel triggered by someone's success, ask yourself, what is this showing me about what I deeply desire? Sometimes comparison is just your soul saying, I want that too. I'm ready. So don't shame yourself for feeling it. Use it. Let it guide you toward your own dreams. But remember, you're not meant to copy her. You're meant to create your own version. Comparison fades when you're too focused on your purpose. Ask yourself, what makes me come alive? What kind of woman do I want to be? What legacy do I want to leave? Start building that, brick by brick, choice by choice. The more you live in alignment with your own truth, the less you care about what anyone else is doing, because you'll be too busy becoming the woman you admire. If scrolling is stealing your self-worth, take your power back. Curate your feed like your mental health depends on it, because it does. Unfollow anyone who makes you feel like you're not enough. Follow people who educate, empower, and uplift. And remember, you don't owe anyone your attention, especially not if it costs you your peace. Would you ever tell your best friend, you're so behind, you're not pretty enough, you'll never make it? No? Then why do you say it to yourself? Start speaking to yourself with the love, softness, and belief you give to others. Your inner voice is shaping your outer life. Be your own encourager. Be your own safe space. That's where self-worth begins. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to have it all figured out. You just have to keep going. Because every small step, every act of courage, every moment of self-respect is progress. And progress is magnetic. You're allowed to take up space while still growing. You are allowed to be a work in progress and a masterpiece at the same time. The world doesn't need another version of her. It needs the real you. Your laugh, your scars, your softness, your strength, your way of loving, your way of thinking. your voice shaking and all. The moment you stop trying to be like someone else is the moment you begin to remember who you truly are. And that woman, she's more than enough. She's unforgettable. She rules. Today, stop measuring. Start remembering. You are not late. You are not less. You are a soul on her own divine timeline. So look forward, root deep, shine freely, and let this be the moment you chose yourself over comparison. This is She Rules. And your story is just getting started.